야 진짜 아쉽네. 자 자, 우리 킹. 자, 이번엔 대우가 진짜 알죠. 아 제발. 좋았는데 진짜 좋았는데 그쵸? 아 너무 아쉽습니다. 자 2차전은 잡아야 합니다.
What's in store for us here? It's game 2 of the ALDS between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in game 2.
Yeah, and remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belts is especially important right here. If they can get a second win now, they can really give themselves a good chance to move on.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch.
여기서 잡아준다면 다음번이 워커기 때문에 충분히 가능성이 있어요.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now we'll look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for the visiting Halos. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what that guy in the 5 spot can do. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Felix Hernandez is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively.
자, 이대호가 정말 출장합니다.
EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Kyle Seager over at third base, one of the best all-around third basemen in the game. Remember, he was an all-star in 2014, also garnered a Gold Glove Award at that position.
Gregor Blanco heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Designated hitter, Gregor Blanco.
And we are underway from Seattle as the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1. I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Weather, not much of a factor for game 2. 71 degrees our first pitch temperature. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but If I'm at the plate, if I'm hidden, I'm thinking he's gonna have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
아, 왜 이래, 주민호.
As he reaches first base safely.
아, 놓쳤어.
Maybe a sign of things to come here. They may want to use their speed,
야,
shake things up a little, and
왜 이러냐.
he puts this one down, and they can't make a play on it.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game.
그걸 왜
I
놓쳐.
would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Shot towards second. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Yeah, it looks like these guys mean business. Back-to-back singles here to start the ball game. They want to put as much pressure on this guy as they can early on.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. First and second here with nobody out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know, Summersgill has a bit of a reputation for having a...
그치, 삼진.
But I don't think that really applies to all corners. Also, I've been told that he's pretty consistent with what he does and doesn't call. Yeah, and sometimes all it takes is just one good sequence to get your groove going out there on the mound. He's still in a little bit of a jam out there, but hopefully for him, the strikeout will help loosen him up a bit.
Hernandez comes set. First pitch on its way. Cole Calhoun comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
And that's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. You can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Runners are at first and second with one away. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
아, 제대로
No
떨어졌죠.
question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
아, 우리 슬라이더.
And now he's one
삼진.
out away from getting out of this.
Yeah, and he's been able to turn this inning around after back-to-back hits.
역시
Got this thing
위기가
started. He's responded with 2 strikeouts, and
펠리스.
here's the last one. Just a good job of bouncing back and not pitching tight out there.
Stepping in now, Clint Robinson. As he'll take a look at ball one. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk.
아, 좋아요.
First is there.
자, 위기 경기는 킹
They get
펠릭스.
to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show
역시
for it.
에이스.
Angels nothing. Mariners coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, as usual, opposing pitchers have to be careful when dealing with Carlos Gonzalez. He's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. Don't give him anything he can drive.
Garrett Richards will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Leonis Martin comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Well, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bounce to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second, left fielder, Billy Yount.
At the plate, Billy Yount, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
우리 루키.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third.
And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Kyle Seager will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part. He just needed a little more help.
시거가 해줘야 되는데.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind, 0-2.
1차전에서 컨디션 좋았던 시건데.
Ready with the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. After 1, no score. Eugenio Suarez makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Hernandez is ready. Here's the first pitch. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
3구 3진.
You watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Well, there's a look at perhaps the most famous cheering section in the big leagues these days, Felix Hernandez King's Court.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing they've got going on here in Seattle. It looks like a lot of fun for those fans and for Felix.
Mason Goodwin is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
괜찮아요.
He's got that thing going good. It just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Strikeout and a soft liner here. He's had no problems with this inning so far at all.
Here's Cody Ashe. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
2-2 now with 2 away, and the base is empty. Swing and a miss.
삼진.
Angels are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Carlos Gonzalez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike two.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Goodwin scoops it up.
그렇지.
He overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Yeah, and that's going to be a bit of a turnaround right there. You figure off the crack of the
와,
you've got to
홈런.
stop the inning. Instead, now you're looking at a runner in scoring position following that error.
Coming to the plate now, Robinson Cano, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Two now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
Baseball fans see Robinson Cano and they think of his time with the Yankees and the Mariners, but some forget how great he was during the World Baseball Classic in 2013. He hit .469 for the undefeated Dominican team on his way to the tournament MVP award.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And here's a swing and a miss by Cano as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove.
자, 2대5다.
That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Standing in now, Darryl Lee has
그렇지,
swing
좋아.
here and lift the fly ball out to right center. Calhoun over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
먹히질 않았어.
Designated hitter, Jung-ho.
Jung-ho Gong, the hitter now with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter.
오케이, 좋아요.
Push to the right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they're going to take the lead as the run comes across to score.
But 2 outs makes that error extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before any further out of control.
Here now it's Mike Zunino. Runner goes. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
강정호 도로성.
Not a bad idea right there, right after you've driven in a run. Maybe the pitcher's mind is elsewhere, so he's going on the first pitch, and he makes it into second safely with that stolen base.
Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
선취점을 가져간단 말이죠. 수가 나와야.
That's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Foul right at the plate.
수가 점수가 나와야 돼요.
1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning.
주민호는 타격은
Mariners forced to settle for 1.
하지만 강정호의 스타로 1대0은 없음.
1-0. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Seattle, Washington. All set now for the top of the third in this one. Andrelton Simmons steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
송구가
he's the number 9
제대로
hitter, but you got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Hernandez gets the sign. They'll try to put him away here on 2-2. The short hit hard. Marte gloves it. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Here's the first pitch to him. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that.
The
second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base.
Definitely a hit and run right there, and he's hoping to find the hole that's vacated by the shortstop covering the base. But once he fails to make contact, he gets an easy out down there at second.
Bases are empty, one man out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Martin on the move. He's got it, and there are two down now.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but you wind up staying right with it and running it down.
Into the box, Francisco Cervelli. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And this is fouled at the plate. Bases are empty here with two men out.
세이빙 커버.
Got him.
3대. 자, 밀기 넘기는 펠릭스입니다.
Angels go quietly there. They still trail 1-0. Ketel Marte digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Ketel Marte.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Backhanded. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
And that's why you love this guy playing short for you. Excellent range, and he's going to show off that hose, too. That's a nice play.
야, 역시 시먼스. 송구 보세요, 와.
Here's Leonis Martin. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And they'll have to play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, you know what? When you've got a hit streak going, a hit's a hit. It doesn't matter whether it's a line drive, infield chopper, or a bunt like this. They all get the job done and they all count. They'll keep it going for one more game.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. In now, Billy Yount pitches a cold strike. The throw.
좋아요.
And he's in there easily at second.
역시 빠른 발 마틴.
Impressive speed right there when you can still steal a base on a slide step. Wow, that was nice.
quickly 0-2. One out and a runner on second base. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Seager. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed 1-1.
Well, that's not a really good slider right there. That just had too much of the plate, but this time he gets away with it.
And he'll fall down to 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second.
거리는 가는데.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left
펄.
But this will land foul just shy of the wall.
얘는 빠른 볼이기 때문에 이거는 또 빠른 볼하고 변화구도 강하지만 빠른 볼도 강하기 때문에.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Another one sent foul.
제발.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is.
좋아요.
Down the line, but this is a foul ball. As the count holds steady at 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
커트 잘하고 있고요.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate.
자, 빠른 볼은 타이밍 맞고 있어요, 지금.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Cervelli recovers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this.
자, 스코어 1대요.
Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're in the middle innings right now.
트라우스 막은 건 1점을 막은 건 둘이 없고요.
Right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
At the plate, Cole Calhoun. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Low for ball 1. Hot shot to third. And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line.
근데 얘가 잘 치는 거야.
A hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Clint Robinson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So the runner stays at first here with 2 away, and that brings us to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see a 5-mile-an-hour difference on their best fastball there, 97 on one hand to 92 on the other. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. No runs, 3 hits. 1 error for the Angels so far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
잘 던져주고 있어.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike two. And he took him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Angels lead 1. It remains 1-0.
제발 추가점. 제발 추가점.
Carlos Gonzalez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Right fielder, number 5.
Just gets a piece of it, strike one. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again.
아, 이때 만들어줘야 돼, 제발.
Smoke toward the
아, 좋아요, 안타.
And this gets through into right, so he turns
지금
the 0-2
심타단이 터져줘야 돼.
count into a leadoff base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the
좋아요,
count.
안타.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano, is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Pitches a cold strike to throw. It's too high, and he's in there at second with a stolen base.
좋아.
Well, they've got to figure out some way to shut down this running game.
도루
And I
성공,
think
카를로스.
it has to start out there on the mound with maybe the guy holding on to the ball a little bit longer or showing a couple different looks, because they've been reading him like a book so far.
No one out with a runner at second. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Goodwin takes it in. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but
자,
I
이대요.
don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a
자,
show
대호야,
early and
플라이,
make sure you
플라이도
get it down
괜찮다.
kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
Darrell Lee will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
안타는 더 좋다.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Richards comes set. 0-1 on its way. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What
아,
you
그렇지,
don't
좋아.
want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
오케이! 2대0.
Yeah, unless he was going on his own down there at third.
자, 2대0.
Using
자,
that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball's hit, you're off and running. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You've got to go.
아, 좋아.
They love to play an aggressive style on the
자,
bases.
추가 좀
and it gets
나왔고요.
them a run right there.
Stepping in now, Jung-Ho Gong. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
빠르게.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
And he falls behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2,
빠른 볼
so he'll do it
강합니다.
again. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2.
변화구랑 들어올 것 같은데.
hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So one run on one hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. The Mariners are on top, 2-0. Mason Goodwin will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Pulls the string on that one, 1 strike. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a changeup from Hernandez as he gets ahead. It's 0-1. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Got him.
8
strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
멋지네요.
Sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. You're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
In now is Andrelton Simmons as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, designated hitter, Gregor Blanco.
Gregor Blanco will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1, here it is. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
그치! 선제! 와, 좋았어.
Golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more.
유인구였었는데 속았어요.
In game 2.
유인구였었는데 속았어. 자, 막았습니다. 2-0.
Mike Zunino comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Mike Zunino.
야, 난 안 속으면 어떡하나 했는데 속았어.
And this is low, ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here's a blooper out toward
먹히나요?
Simmons ranging into the outfield, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte. as he swings
좋아요.
the first pitch and lifts a fly ball.
그렇죠, 좋아요.
In there, a base hit.
마르테. 자, 하이타선에도 또 찬스 만들어줍니다.
This guy's no different. He just sprays this thing the other way, and he's got himself a one-out single.
텍사스 안타.
Leonis Martin steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
I think this was a straight steal all the way. You can see he's got his head down, comes in with a head-first slide, but the throw is a strike to the shortstop covering, and a good tag at second cuts him down.
Richards peers in. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Goodwin is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. None left for Seattle. They're up 2-0. Leading off the inning, Francisco Cervelli, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Chopped at the plate. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he struck
자, 바깥쪽 싱커 삼진. 루킹 삼진입니다.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Mike Trout will in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Hernandez into the windup, coming at him with the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
자, 삼진.
But you just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
We'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Cole Calhoun stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Cano has it in time, and the side is retired. So a strong inning there for Felix Hernandez. His guys lead it 2-0. Billy Yount gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both the lefty and the righty that start to get loose. First pitch of the at-bat. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
제가 볼이 빨라갖고
stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch on its way. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike machine. I can't remember too many guys that have even been ahead in the count.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the third time. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a third strikeout of the game. Luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one.
Well, that's where that cutter's most effective. Right in on the hands.
Grounded up the first baseline. Robinson is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
자, 2대0.
Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Clint Robinson will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
In there, no balls and a strike.
있어요.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Sent out to straightaway center field. Martin is under it. One away.
나이스 마틴.
Can you take a look there at the line from our starter? I mean,
자, 삼진 11개,
he's allowed 3
85구.
singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Eugenio Suarez ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now. Hernandez looks in. Here's the 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. You cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hernandez still working on his shutout here through 6 1/3 innings. And he's
선제 체인지업.
And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strike.
멋져요.
Well, it's not going to comfort him any, but it's fair to say he's not the first guy to strike out 3 times against that guy out there on the hill. He's just the latest in a long line of guys that have worn the hat against that man.
Mason Goodwin will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
에이스의 모습을 보여줍니다.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet
스웨이팅
another
커브
0.
바깥쪽.
That misses. 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count.
And
선제.
this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0.
스코어 1대0.
Robinson Cano steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not
당연하죠. 플레이오프인데. 플레이오프니까 당연하죠.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, one away.
지면 떨어지는 건데.
First base.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball. As you take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Darryl Lee will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
한 게임도 빼놓지 않고 다 했어요. 3차씩까지 왔습니다.
Jung-ho Gong will stand in now.
자,
He singled and struck out in 2 trips.
간다, 강정호. 오케이, 좋아, 좋아. 좋아, 좋아.
Taken in by Simmons.
좋아! 좋았어.
And it's dropped.
좋았어. 자, 수비수 흔들리고요. 자, 시몬스가 자, 수비 좋은 시몬스가 실책을.
Mike Zunino will stand in now. He struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Throw over to the bag, and he's tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning.
Oh, that cannot happen.
8th inning coming up. The Mariners lead it 2-0. Leading off the inning, Cody Ashe. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
킹은 자기 역할 다 해줬고요.
Nick Vincent will be summoned from the bullpen now. He'll take over to start inning number 8.
Nick Vincent.
간다.
Leading off the inning, Cody Ashe. As they'll look to get something going here and moving this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Now a check
마무리는
up in time, ball one.
태풍원이기
Sometimes when
때문에
you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early.
좋고요, 이대호.
Recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing. Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit in the air out to left field. Yount giving chase.
좋아요, 나이스.
Let's play a
씨아웃.
game of starting pitching so far is on cue. We give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball.
자, 3진 13개, 7이닝 무실점으로 잘 막은 플레이오프.
Gregor Blanco will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least one across
에이스의
before the ninth.
진정한 모습을 잘 보여주고.
Fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
체인지업
And he
삼진.
chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. They trail things.
자,
here,
이제
2-0.
체프만 준비. 마무리 체프만. 자, 다음은 워커, 에이스 워커이기 때문에
Mike Morin is on out of the
네,
bullpen now as
이거는
he'll take
봐요.
over to start the bottom of the 8th.
64. Mike Morin.
마이크 모리.
Mike Zunino stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
The catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
And this pitch is hit rather sharply
자,
toward the third base
1대
coaching
스코어가
box. It's a
되면
foul
이제
ball.
워커가 여기서 또 에이스 워커가 나와서 준다면 승산이 있고요.
And another foul ball. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Ketel Marte will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and
오늘
followed that with a base hit in
괜찮았어요.
his second plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the seats, 0-1.
이경호도 잘해줬어요.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Here it comes on 0-2. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Under it now is Simmons to take it in for out number 2.
The batter.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there?
우리
They wanted
루키가
to take
어떻게
him up around the letters
생각하면
hoping for the
되는데.
pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
자, 마틴.
Here's Leonis Martin. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again.
체포먼이
I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone,
홈런만 안
maybe
맞으면
chase a bad
승리
pitch.
나올 것 같아요.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. pretty painless half of the inning all told.
자, 이제
Game 2
체프먼
heads to the
마무리
ninth
등장.
inning. The M's lead it 2-0. Francisco Cervelli will be the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a ninth inning rally.
Cervelli.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there.
Your attention, please.
자, 아놀드 체프먼 끝판왕 등장이.
The very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman.
강속구 투수 아놀드 체프먼.
Francisco Cervelli will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
And this is exactly what he does so well.
Ah.
He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
직구 3진.
Strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout.
이것이 강속구 체프먼.
This is what you want out of your closer. Comes in
몸쪽.
firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number one.
Mike Trout will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1.
트라우마 막으면
They
돼요.
haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him
자,
have to swing the bat.
3진을 원하고 있죠.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
8말.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up?
3진.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd
연속
strikeout of
3진.
the game.
Well, you get a good sense of this
바깥쪽
crowd
빠른 볼.
watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Paul Calhoun will stand in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
이것이
Win would
체프먼.
belong to Felix Hernandez if the lead holds up. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Squared that one up just a little late. A little over 47,000 fans on their feet here in Seattle.
바깥쪽 빠른 볼 3진.
Called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
역시 체프먼. 연속 3진. 자, 스코어 2대 0으로 2차전은 승리로 가져가고요. 예, 토탈 스코어 1대 1로 균형을 맞춥니다. 역시 끝판대장 체프먼입니다.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory.
자, 완벽한 투구 보여준 킹페이스입니다.
And guys, the Mariners were given a great boost by the start turned in by this man, Felix Hernandez. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
자, 킹페릭스가 팀의 위기를 기회로 바꿔놨습니다. 자, 2대0으로 2차전 승리를 가져갑니다.
The Mariners win it 2-0. So long from Seattle.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 2 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base.